Hello. Hello, we're back.
We're back with another podcast.
Yes.
You may notice that it's us again. So
Surprise!
It's me and Jake again, and no one else.
Yeah.
Yeah, fun. It's fun when there's only two people part of every single session. And
Yep.
once in a while, like every 6 months, there's someone else that's there just like, hey, okay, bye.
That happens to be when I'm not available, too.
No, you've been available for every session.
With the others? No.
With others, maybe not. But keep in mind, that hasn't been any session with the others in general.
That is true.
So, I mean,
You guys went to the Mario movie while I was working. You guys didn't even go to a late night, so I couldn't even I could have went home, and then I couldn't have just walked to your house as soon as I got home, and then I couldn't have just...
It was because there's a weekday, though.
Yeah, that's...
There's a Wednesday. They had work tomorrow, and it was a work night for me as well. So it's unfortunate. I don't know why Nintendo, fucking Illuminati, didn't just fucking release it on the Friday like they were originally going to do. That's beyond me.
Yeah, we talked about it before. It just doesn't make sense.
Because
if it's catering to kids, why are you premiering a movie during a school night?
Yeah.
That's the point of Fridays, is so people can go on a Friday afternoon after school. They don't have to worry about going to school the next day.
I didn't hear any reason as to why they did that, but honestly, I don't even want to hear a reason, because there's no good reason why they should have done that in the first place. What? Friday was right there. They had Friday. And they're like, nope, Wednesday. Everyone's favorite day of the week. Come on, really? Just so stupid. Really dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I wanted to rant about that again since you brought it up. I have a lot of work stories to tell. So much, in fact, that's probably gonna take the rest of the podcast.
Oh my god.
So I'm asking you now, if you have anything you want to talk about and get out of the way, feel free to.
Trying to think.
You're trying to think.
I don't really have much. I mean, I guess I can talk about. We talk about the Spider-Man 2 gameplay. That looked pretty sick.
Yeah, I did see that as well.
Yeah, I'm questioning. I am conflicted if I'm going to stream it for the channel, since we can't obviously play it here. I'm questioning it though. I'm not sure yet. I have to think about it, because if I end up doing it, it would probably be a no commentary. But I know people find no commentary boring. So
you could do no commentary for the second channel if you wanted.
I think, but then it would be this whole headache of dude, and there would probably be a problem with video compression, because if I just upload it to my private YouTube channel and then download it and then on my phone and then put it on there might be some video compression problems, and I don't want that.
You can easily. You're already signed into FTC.
On my phone, not on my PlayStation.
Right. Well, what were you planning on doing?
Like I said, this is something that I'm not sure about yet. This is all just hypothetical, because I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Then the other thing I was thinking, maybe I just start a Twitch and then see where that goes.
Yeah.
But then it would be I stream, the time I stream, there's gonna be nobody watching it.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
Then it would be then you would get the video, and then it would be here's a video of a Twitch nobody watched.
Yeah. I mean, Mel used to do that with her and Sims, like, and Little Nightmares too. Like, she streamed on the FGC Twitch.
Yeah.
And I just downloaded the VODs. You would have to tell me when you would stream, because one time she didn't tell me, and I missed the chance to download a VOD. So that was fun.
I text you at friggin' like 2 in the morning, like, oh yeah, I'm streaming right now.
Yeah. Well, you can text me like within like the 24 hours. Like, specifically, it would be better if you were to stream like when you were streaming, so like I had the chance, because VODs are usually up for like 24 hours after you stream them.
Okay.
Which I don't know why they are not up forever.
Sense. Yeah.
I don't know why Twitch does that.
Yeah.
Where they
like I said, this is something I'm still
VODs.
I'm still like unsure about doing.
You said did you have a decent computer?
Not anymore.
Oh.
I had a I don't even remember. I probably got my I have one, but it's from like, it is old. Like, it is probably from, I don't even remember when I got it. I think I got it for Christmas.
Yeah.
2016 maybe?
2016?
Yeah. So
yeah,
it probably would not run, and then, like, you've seen it before, it does not, when I've done streaming in voice chats, the quality's not good.
Oh, when we watched The Crow, I had a miserable experience the entire time.
Yeah, that's what I also, like, that's another thing. I want to do that again. Watch that movie again.
So I can actually watch it.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
like, I
and
missed
then
that
like
part.
what my pitch is, like, we do it, and then you upload like the Nerd Vibe or whatever on the 30th of October, which is Devil's Night, which is the night that the movie takes place in.
Mm-hmm.
Which would be interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, that gameplay was pretty sick.
Yeah.
I saw it on my break and my phone was blowing up. Like, oh my god, what?
Oh. Come on my screen everywhere.
I know. I saw a lot of Spider-Man pages saying like, "I'm gonna go."
I saw that people were complaining about the graphics, even though it's probably in early development, maybe.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, yeah. I mean, from my experience, like, when with the Insomniac Spider-Man games being ported to PS5, there isn't really much graphically drastic.
Yeah.
It's just more like HD, I guess, than like PS4, I guess, and just better frame rates.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it is coming out in like the fall, September-ish, maybe. So yeah, it probably is still in early development. So
yeah,
but I'm very excited. Very excited for the. And then like it's also just crazy that we're getting a new Mortal Kombat game and Street Fighter game in like the same year, which is also insane. Like, we are getting a lot of good games this year.
Yeah, I heard the file size for Mortal Kombat was trash.
The file size?
Yeah. Or was it?
I don't know.
I think it was Mortal Kombat.
That is probably.
Like, it was 100 like kilograms or gigabytes, I think.
That's average, I guess, for like bigger games. I guess
It's a fighting game though.
Yeah, that means the graphics have to be literally insane.
Yeah. It was on Steam though, so like I don't know what the correlation is between Steam, computer games, and consoles.
Yeah, it's up for pre-order. That's probably, besides Spider-Man, that's probably the only game I'm considering buying like the premium version for.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like considering it more. Like I was thinking about Street Fighter and then Mortal Kombat, and I was like, I like Mortal Kombat significantly more than Street Fighter, so I'm like,
yeah.
Especially with the rumored like DLC characters. Like I'm like, man, Homelander, like, come on.
Yeah.
I wanna. That would be so good.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what other games are coming out that I am interested in. I should let me Google. I'm gonna Google like what games are coming out that I might be interested in. Because the one I was looking forward to was Zelda, and I haven't played that in 2 weeks. Games coming out. I honestly don't even know.
2020. That means like the Game Awards is gonna be really intense with the amount of good games that are coming out.
Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing I'm seeing that looks interesting.
Like it's gonna be like.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
And
intense.
judging by like the demo, like I play like Street Fighter 6 does look like it's gonna be insane.
Yeah.
And that's coming out next week. Next week or a week or two.
Yeah.
And then Mortal Kombat's coming out in September, and Spider-Man doesn't have a release date yet, but it's they said in the fall, so it's probably gonna be between September and November.
We're gonna have to start doing sessions where like we have to like whenever a new game comes out, we're gonna have to like devote half a session to like new games, like
cough up the money.
Tears of the Kingdom and Street Fighter and
60. It's just the problem is just games are getting more and more expensive.
Yeah, it's insane. I heard GTA 6 was going to be $500.
What?
Yeah,
that's as much of a console.
I
might as well just make a console that's just GTA 6.
Yeah. The GTA console.
The Grand Theft Auto console. That is like absurd.
Yeah. I don't know if it's true or not. I think it's more likely a rumor, but
yeah.
I don't know.
It just GTA is so weird with me because I really don't see what's so groundbreaking about it. In my opinion, I
don't think there's any groundbreaking thing about it. I think it's just like have fun shooting people, killing people. I still want to do GTA 5 on the channel. And then I remember I brought that up with you and Isaiah, and for some reason you said, "Oh, we should just wait until GTA 6 comes out and play that instead."
Did I actually say that?
Yes. And I thought back then and now that was the dumbest fucking thing you ever said, because
I will take that is dumb of me. It's probably not gonna even come out till like the end of the decade.
I think the earliest it's gonna come out is like 26.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
I did download it on the PS4 though, so
yeah,
we could do it at some point.
I don't know. I've been more of a Saints Row fan person.
Yeah, we can do that too. I've been wanting to do that. You brought it up that game.
I would have to like. I haven't played the original. I only played. It's so weird because like on PS5 you can do PS3 game streaming, which I was playing Force Unleashed with, the Force Unleashed games with, which is games I want to do for the channel as well. But I was doing Saints like because when you stream now, when you stream like games, it's laggy. It can get laggy, but when I was playing Force Unleashed, it was pretty much improved. But with Saints Row 2, it was like a freaking nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
So I would have to bring my Xbox, get the game on Xbox 360. I think it's on Xbox. But I like the third and the fourth game. I haven't played the reboot, and I heard it freaking sucks, so I'm like not gonna bother with it.
Yeah.
Because they were asking a lot of money for that too. But yeah, the third and fourth game, people don't like the third one, but I really like the third one because I just love because everyone just thinks like Saints Row is like a parody of GTA, but in the third and fourth games they get like goofy and stuff, and I just kind of like that.
Yeah.
Like the absurdity. Like the fourth one is literally like straight up like an alien invasion plus the Matrix.
Duh.
Yeah.
Oh.
And like they're like not subtle about it either. Like they know it's like so absurd and like crazy.
Yeah.
Like the fourth one's so funny because it's like the the leader of the gang, the Third Street Saints, is now the president of the United States, and then there's an alien invasion.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think now you might want to just play the fourth one.
Is there like a continuous story through like all the games, or?
I don't think there is, but I just don't feel like it's something that you need to like watch. Like you have to play through all the games. Like they do flashbacks and cause I never played Saints Row 2, but when I played Saints Row 4, there's literally an entire mission dedicated to like the scene and some stuff in Saints Row 2. So it's like it doesn't really like matter necessarily. It would just be more funny to like start off that we're like the president, and then like we're a gang leader, but we're also the president of the United States, and then an alien invasion just happens.
Oh my god.
You get captured, and then you bust your way out, but then it's like, yeah, you're stuck. The aliens created a simulation that you're trapped in, but then you get out, and then, you know, stuff. I don't want to spoil if we play it, but stuff happens, and yeah.
Yeah. Wow. That sounds like 2023 actually. Wow.
Like there's literally an entire level that is a like tribute to like 8-bit fighting games, including like the terrible like voice bit and everything.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they just knew they're just making fun of stuff. But yeah, alright, I think that's pretty much it. The floor is now yours, I guess.
Okay. So, guys, audience, if you're still here, I'm going to be once again looking at my journal, because it is that time of week where I read through my journal of things that happen at work, and yeah, it's gonna be fun.
The Sheen Saga.
Not only that, also the woman saga.
What?
Yeah.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah. I will say, like, the first part of this is mostly like the Sheen, and I did tell you on Discord there's a new
I was gonna reply like the FNAF like it's me.
Yeah.
Like reply, but I was like kind of busy, so I was like
when I told you that there's like a new competition for like flirting with me at work.
Yeah, Matt, it's me.
Yeah. Alright. So this is May 15th.
Last week.
Yes.
As of recording this.
So this is Monday. Basically, the supervisor guy pulled me, Alan, and I don't think I brought this girl up on the podcast before, but it's this blonde girl, and I'm just gonna call her Alyssa, even though I know this is like the day I found out her real name. I just called her Alyssa, because like she's also a girl who like stares at me sometimes. Oh, the last 2 days in this journal.
I'm gonna have to transfer to your work now. This is bogus.
Like, you're gonna find out that like, I am.
There's a fucking love square going on right now. You got you got Sheen, you got the Latina, you got the blonde hair.
Alright, so this guy pulls us for a test, right?
Oh.
And we are at this computer. The girl finishes the quiz in just like no time. And then she leaves. And Alan is just the dumbest motherfucker ever, cause like we had to go through like these mini tests, like just like pick and choose answers, whatever, and then you go to like this 12 question test that you have to take at the end. Basically with like everything you learned. It took me 3 tries, but the first 2 tries I failed by like 1 question, and after I passed, I was just sitting there watching Alan do it, and then like I just saw him like fail like the test twice or whatever as well, but like miserably. I'm talking like he got like 4 or 5 right out of 12, and you need I think 8 or 9 to pass. I think 9. So basically, what happened was the supervisor came in, right? And basically, what happened was me and him were helping Alan out, being like, all right, like I was like, it's definitely not B or D, right? And then the supervisor was like just making like a hint to help Alan out every single question, right? So like he just kept getting the answers wrong, right? And I'm trying to remember what happened, but basically we're just like we kept narrowing it down for him. And there's just one time, there's 2 funny ones that happened where like actually 3. Like I said, one time I was like it's not B or D, and the answer was like super obvious. It was like, which one of these was not what we talked about? And like he just perceived it as like, which one of these did we talk about or something like that. And then he was like, it's A. It's like, no, it's clearly C. And then there's this other time where like I was like, all right, it's oh wait, no, this was the second one. So there's only 2 ones where like me and the supervisor were basically like all right, it's none of these 3, right? And then this dumbass is like, well, no, it can't be the one that you guys are not telling me it is. So I'm gonna choose. So like it was basically like, it's not B, C, or D. And this dumbass goes, oh, it's definitely B then. So we had to sit there with him for like half an hour, just being like, it's these answers, please do this. He's not listening to me at all. Where I'm like, it's like, I don't want to give him the question, obviously, or the answer, obviously. So I'm just like, alright, half the time I'm gonna narrow it down for you so you can get it right, like half the chance of getting it right, you know? And the supervisor, like I said, is just there giving him hints. And then eventually our boss just walks in, right? Alan just goes, come on, you're embarrassing me. And it's like the boss just goes, no, you're embarrassing yourself in front of 3 people, and just walked out. And like if we were not there for him when he needed us most, he would have been in there for like another 5 hours, because like he kept getting the most like basic questions wrong. It's like, how? And then he told us like, well, I dropped out of high school. And it's like, all right, well, that makes sense. We knew that already.
I'm just picturing the Good Doctor meme.
Yeah.
With you and the supervisor being the crying, and he's just like the answer's obviously not B. He's like, okay, it's B.
I think it's pretty obvious, guys. It's B. I wish I remembered it more, but I just don't remember it. Yeah, so pretty much after that, Sheen told me about the new Legend of Zelda game. And he was just alright, hang on, what does it say? He told me about Tears of the Kingdom and the new gimmicks in the game. I acted surprised while he was talking about it, and that was pretty much it for what happened then. Oh my god, I cannot read any of this. This is a travesty of a handwriting. So yeah, I was just pretty much just acting like surprised. This happened in like the later part of the day. This is another Sheen thing.
Before you go, you shouldn't have just totally pretend that you had no idea what Legend of Zelda was. You have to like to turn him off from you like as much as you can. You just gotta be like, it's like talking about it, and you're just like, never heard of it.
Yeah.
Zelda is that's the main character, right? The one
Yeah,
with the green
Zelda,
hat. Yeah,
the-
that's the one that pisses everyone off.
That's the green guy, right?
Yeah.
So pretty much, I'm going to explain what happened in order, right? So pretty much, Sheen just came up to me with a box, with a taped box, right? And he was like, "Matt, catch!" And he just threw the box at me. And I went out for like, "Oh God!" And it turned out that like they just took an empty box, they put it through a tape machine to tape it up, and they're like, "This is gonna be funny. Let's prank Matt." And I was like, "Okay, Sheen, you know what? That's probably the first funniest thing you've done at all ever.
Your
I'll give
entire
you this
life."
one." Yeah, your entire life. And I went up to Lucy and I was like, "All right, that was definitely you who planned that. I don't think Sheen would ever do anything that funny on his own." And Lucy was like, literally like, "No, the furnace did that to him." And then he was like, Sheen was like, "I'm gonna do that to Matt now." So it wasn't even Sheen that did that to me on his own. Other people did it to him, and Sheen was like, "You know what? I'm gonna prank Matt." So it wasn't even him who came up with
Maybe
the
then
funny
he'll fall
idea.
in love with me.
If I pretend to fucking assault him with a box, maybe it'll work. But yeah, it was yeah. I'm not surprised that it wasn't Sheen who came up with that himself. I'm not gonna lie. Alright. So we're in Tuesday now. Okay. Oh God. Whenever I see the name in my journal, I'm just like, "Oh God, what is this gonna be?" Okay. Hang on. Wait, what? I also need to check for like other names as well, because like I don't know when like the girl situations happened either. Shit. Where is this? Okay. This happened in the later part of the day. Sheen came up to me and asked me how my day was. I said, "Alright." Then he asked how my day was gonna go tomorrow. For some reason. I told him I expected it to suck. And I forgot what he said after that. Apparently he said something after that, but I didn't really care. Yeah. The weird thing about that was, like, he just like came up to me in like such a weird way, just like hands in his pockets, like looking around, like, "How's your day?" And I'm like, "Good." And then he for some reason asked me like, "How's tomorrow gonna go for you? Like, are you gonna fucking rape me or some shit? Like, what are you talking about tomorrow for? Like, what are you doing? Like, get out of here." So that's what I was kind of weirded out about. Alright, Wednesday. Okay. What do you have to say about that while I struggle to look for anything in here?
Sheen is quite a character.
Yep. Alright. Wednesday, May 17th. This is the day I messaged you where there was a new contender.
Oh.
So, does the name Marco remind a bell? Mario / Marco? The 60-year-old guy that,
This must have been a podcast from like a long time ago. And by long time ago, was probably like a couple months ago, and I probably don't even remember.
I forgot what I talked about from him, but he's also weird and acts gay sometimes, and he's in his 60s, by the way.
Was this the urinal?
Yes.
Okay.
I think. What do you remember what the urinal story was?
One of them like popped up, looked over
At Alan's.
Yeah.
Dick? Yeah. Yeah. That. Yep. That. I remember. Yep.
That's Mario.
Yeah.
Marco.
I'm gonna call him Marco. Alright, so this happened during my second break. Marco came in the room and he was in this phone call. But before he started the phone call, he was like, "Hey Bobby, something about like my sandwich, like, are you gonna give me that sandwich?" And I'm just like, no. And then he got on his phone call, and then afterwards, hang on, I probably should have read this. He made the phone call. He asked if he could have my sandwich. I told him no, and he started to laugh, and told me he was joking around. As he left, he at the time I didn't think it was weird because like he would always do this to people, Alan or whatever, just random people. As he left like the locker room, which the room I was in at the time, because I eat in there like a lonely bastard. He was just like, "I love you, Poppy. I love you." And then he just walked out, and I was like, "Okay, good for you." And then later on, I went to take out the trash. Right, I started pulling the garbage bin out of the area, and Marco's just there, like, "Hey, Bobby, let me buy you lunch tomorrow." You know? Yeah, and I was like, "Nope, I'm good." I don't need you buying lunch for me at all. I have stuff that I eat every day, and he just kept insisting, like, no, Poppy, I'm gonna buy you lunch tomorrow. What do you want? And I'm like, I don't know. I'll tell you tomorrow. And then I just walked off, like, what the fuck just happened? And that's probably like the only thing he did. It's not even that bad, but like just knowing the kind of person Marco is, and just like how he is with like everything in general, I guess, like him offering to buy lunch for me isn't weird in itself, but there's just something that was just like slightly weird to me. I don't know what. It's just I don't get it. So yeah, I think that was that. I'm trying to see, because I see, you know, the Latina MILF name for the first time. Like the only really interesting thing about this is, you know, normally I don't know like how she pushes or pulls the garbage bin, but I'm pretty sure she was always one of the ones who pushed it. But then like I just saw her randomly like start to pull it, which is what I always do. So I don't know if she just saw me and was like, "Hey, that's a good idea to do that, I guess," instead. So that's about it for that.
God, I wish I was that garbage.
She can pull me like that any day. She can pull something else too. We're sexist. Anyways. Alright, May 18th. That's Thursday, I think. I lost track already of the day. Let me see. Oh god. I forgot what happened Friday, but this is probably the worst day of the week. Thursday, May 18th. Actually, let me pull a fucking calendar up on my phone so I just know. Yeah, okay, Thursday. So this is Thursday. So Sheen, you know, he plays his music sometimes on the aux. And so basically I heard the song Careless Whisper.
Okay.
You know, that love song.
Yes.
Come up. Playing.
Is it the original version or?
I don't know. Is there another version?
Yeah. There's people do covers.
Yeah, the original version.
Okay.
Really
good song.
Good song. No, I've been listening to it despite what the correlation with the song is lately.
You think he's trying to
It's a good song.
No,
It's...
now I have an image in my head of Sheen karaoke bar trying to serenade you with Careless Whisper.
Oh, you are going to have your mind blown with this.
Oh
one.
no. No.
So basically, I was just sitting there.
No.
I was doing nothing. And Marco and I are just the only ones in the area. And then the part of the song, you know, we could have been so good together. That part of the song just comes on. I didn't want to be near Marco when that part came out. Cause this is the day after he was like, let me buy you lunch, Poppy. I just walk away. And then Sheen is doing the palette. So I just basically walk in the direction he's in. All of a sudden, I just hear Sheen singing the song, just looking at me, like screaming like the lyrics to me.
Oh, no.
I look over. No. He's saying the part like, we could have been so good together, or some shit like that. And I'm just like, haha, yep. And I just walked away. I was like, not even about it. It's the fuck? I just like was like, nope. Yeah, I wrote down, I just smiled and I turned away. And that was that. That was something.
Your work needs like an office like TV show. Like there's so many like wacky characters that you can. Maybe you can like write a script and like pitch it to like his TV studio and be like based on a true story.
Like all these like gay old
men
gay and like all the like it's like a comedy show, but like it's a rom comedy or something like that, where like there's multiple girls staring at the main character. And like all these older guys just trying to fuck him. Older gay guys. Okay. Okay. Okay, this is interesting. So, in the last hour or two of work, I saw a view of both Lydia and Alyssa, so the blonde girl and the Latina MILF, and basically what happened was I was in view of both of them, and sometimes I would like look up at one of them, and half the time one of them would be like just looking at me in my way. But specifically Lydia, we're both like labeling boxes, right? We were just like facing together in the same like direction, just like obviously like a lot of feet apart, right? Let me see. At some point we were both labeling boxes. I poked my head up a couple of times to see her looking at me. She wants me for real.
You actually wrote that? I mean, yeah. There's some tension there.
Yeah. This is a funny thing that happened. Wait, is this what the thing is? Oh, this is another thing I'm thinking of. Oh, but it doesn't involve Shane, so there's that. So Alan, I called him a cracker while he was walking by, and then he was just like trying to get me to say the N-word. And then he was just like doing that thing, would you rather see a tree grow or...
Oh.
Say it.
No.
Knee. Jake, if we say one of the words, it won't matter. So say knee. Say knee.
You're not gonna bait me.
No, just say knee. I'll say grow. Knee.
Knee.
Grow. See, there we did it. Good job. So basically, he was just trying to get me to say that, right? And he walked away, and then of course he told Sheen about it, you know? So Sheen just came up to me and was like,
Sheen, your boyfriend said the N-word, you better go do something.
Sheen came up to me and said he wanna see a knee to my groin.
Oh!
And then I replied with, yeah, I sure do know you like your stuff about groins. And then I forgot what he said after that, but I didn't really care. And that was that. I wish I could remember what he said because like it might have been something like oh blah 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 like dicks in my mouth blah blah blah. Alright, Friday, May 19th. I don't remember what happened. What the hell? Oh, that's what that says. Looking. Okay. This day might not have anything because I was working at Wally's, which is away from everyone else. But it does involve another girl, a new girl, who's also Latina, and I saw. Actually, I shouldn't say that. I saw a name on her. I'm not gonna say that name just in case, so I'm gonna call her Julia, I guess. Julia, I was taking the trash out, right? And I was waiting for her to finish putting her stuff in the trash. And then, as she walked past, like, I noticed she didn't close the trash doors, like the trash gates, to empty your trash. And I was like, that's it, she's in love with me. She kept the trash doors open.
Now it's a... What's a
sextagon?
Sextagon. Oh, yeah. I love... No, this... What the fuck? This one...
As I went back, I saw another supervisor guy, and I went up to him and was like, hey, how about that Florida Panthers game? And went to 4 overtimes. Alan came over and was like, you guys don't talk about basketball, you're a fucking racist. And let me see what it says. I talked to the supervisor about the Panthers game and how it went to 4 overtimes last night. Then Alan came over and asked why we didn't talk about the basketball game and called us racist. I told him to shut up, and he told me to fuck off or something like that. The supervisor told him to calm down, and then they got in a heated verbal argument. And while all this was happening, both Lydia and Alyssa came in the direction we were in. I saw Lydia just coming up to us, just like stop, and was like just walking back. And then I saw Alyssa like walk up and just stand there, and then the supervisor said something funny. I forgot what it was, but like I just did a fucking laugh, and I just walked away. I don't know if like she saw me do that dumbass fucking dolphin laugh I do, but yeah, that happened. So both of them just came up at the same time while we were talking. So that's cool. That's fun. Let me see. Oh yeah, this is the funny thing. So while we were leaving, me and Alan saw each other, and so I was going to the locker room and he was about to leave the building, and we just spotted each other. We made eye contact, and out of nowhere, I knew this was going to happen. I just said I wish I started this first, but out of nowhere he just called me the N-word. The hard R.
Oh.
And I was just like, I immediately said cracker. He calls me the N-word again. I call him a cracker again, and that's pretty much what happened with that. And I left the building. I saw this white car with a girl in it, and she just like points to me and starts smiling. And as I walk past the car beeps, and I look at the car, and I just see like this person waving at me. It's Lucy in the car.
Oh.
And I was just like, hey. And she's like, hey. And I'm like, why didn't you come into work today? you're a miserable bitch. I didn't actually say that. And she was like, oh, I was sick. And I was like, oh, that's a bummer. That sucks. And then Lucy was like, come here and give me a hug. And I was like, no, fuck you. And I just walked away. And yeah, that was it. That was funny. That was the day we had a session last week. Very fun day. I wish more people would come over often, but they suck ass. This is the weekend. Alright, May 22nd. This week is I would say even juicier than
oh no.
last week. Probably not in terms of the Sheen saga, but
the Sheen saga?
Yeah, the Sheen saga. So May 22nd. Let me look. Wait. What does this even say? I see the name Lydia, but like I'm not grasping what this says. Let me just read this. Alright. In wave 3, and by the way, I should say what waves are. So basically, there's 2 breaks at my work. And basically, like, I like to call wave 1, like, when you go in before the first break you have. And then after the second break, that's wave 2. And then there's lunch break. And then after that is wave 3. And that's pretty much it.
Final break?
Yeah, so this happened in wave 3. In wave 3, me and Lydia had a moment where I turned around and saw her looking at me while carrying a box to her pallet. Why did I write that? That sounds so obsessive. It must have been like we were staring at each other or some shit like that, because like, why would I write that down? Yeah, that's not really important either. May 23rd. This is funny. At the start of the day, this happened at 7 a.m. when I was about to walk into the main floor. I saw Sheen in like this bay area, just holding up an entire line of people. Right? So basically what happened, I just saw him like squatting down over. And I looked down, his bottle's on the ground. He's trying to pick it up. And then once he picks it up, I just see him like look around on it, and he's like, damn, I broke the bottom of it. And then like it was so funny because like he was just holding like a line of like 4 or 5 people just trying to get past him, and like my boss was like, what's going on over here? Like, well, what's going on? So yeah, I can't really do that situation justice because like it's one of those situations where like it's funnier in person. But like it was funny. Okay. Let's see. Nothing about Wednesday. May 24th. Oh, that's Wednesday. Wait, what? Oh, that was May 23rd. Okay, that was Wednesday. Okay, now we're on May 24th, Thursday. Let's see. Wait, no, that's Wednesday. We're on Wednesday. So yesterday was Tuesday. Okay. I don't know why this is so complicated for me, and my brain is having a meltdown right now. There was this phone guy who was there doing the pallet, and I went to get a new pallet, and the guy wanted to talk to me. This same guy asked me like weeks ago where I was from, and I was like, "Yo, I live in this town." And today, for some reason, he was just like, he asked me the same thing again, and this time he also asked me for my name, and I was like, I kept trying to tell him like Matt, my name is Matt, and I kept spelling out for him like M-A-T-T, and he was like, Matt, yeah, and I was like, yep, that's good enough, good. He barely speaks English, nothing against that, obviously, but like, you know, it was funny. It was funny. Not the part where he couldn't speak English correctly. I'm gonna stop talking now because I'm digging myself a bigger hole. Let's see. Yeah. So I remember this. I was still at Willie's. Fuck. I was still at Wally's, and I was gonna make it this far into the video. I was picking up this huge roll, right? And I looked to the left of me. I just see, I don't know what like Posha was doing, but I just saw her like with a deadpan face, like Lydia, just looking over. And I was like, okay, turn around, and I was like, okay, that's cool, that's bizarre, cool. And then later on in wave 3, this entire wave is, I think, has a lot. I ran out of roles to work with, so I went and headed to the area I work at, and the foreign guy asked me what my name was again. Do you have any siblings? And I was like, no, I don't have any siblings. I'm not gonna tell you about my siblings, you fucking weirdo. You know, so, you know, I just didn't do that at all. But yeah, that was weird. How he was just asking all those questions. Where was I? I forgot where I was already. I went up to Lucy and was like, this guy's asking me like so many life questions and all that. And she was like, yeah, they do that. And then Sheen just comes up, and out of nowhere is like, he just yells like, it's how many inches? And me and Lucy just both stood there like looking at each other like, what the fuck did you just say? Like, what? Let me get a quote from this. And then of course Sheen came up. Sheen came by and went, it's how many inches? Or some stupid shit like that. I can't stand this fur chain user. It's so weird and annoying. Alright. Thursday. These are the 2 spiciest days, I would say. So we're gonna get into some unless I embellish them in my thoughts, but you can be the judge. But I think these 2 days in particular are just you know, the days where things start to escalate. So right off the bat in wave 1 in the morning, I just see Lydia, you know. She's wearing a sweater, but like it's opened up, so like the zipper's not like zipped up or anything. And I just saw her like walking over to me, like in my area. She doesn't come up to me, but like she was trying to get something in my area. And like the thing that made this like what it was, I guess, is that like she like when I saw her like walk over, she was like, I think looking at me, maybe. Actually, I don't even remember actually. Actually no, I saw her in the area, but like my back was turned the entire time, and she's walking away from my general area, and that was that. But the reason why I bring up the sweater was because she was wearing it normal on this side, but on the right side, on her right shoulder, it was drooping down like this on her what's this called?
Sleeve?
No, like the actual part of the body, like on her arm, on her upper arm,
Here?
bicep area.
Bicep?
Yeah.
Okay.
So like it was drooping down on her bicep area,
Okay.
and it's like, okay, goddamn, all right. And yeah, that was basically that. So she was just like wearing her sweater, and like such a manner, I guess.
Oof.
Yeah. I see nothing in wave 2. In wave 3, it says, and I quote, a lot of things regarding. Why did I say that? A lot of things regarding woman happened. I caught Lydia and Alyssa looking my way, as well as this.
I thought I was gonna say something different.
I saw Lydia and Alice. Oh wait, okay, Alice is a new girl, by the way.
7 shape. I don't know.
Oh, you're gonna love Friday. I saw Lydia and Alyssa looking my way, as well as this girl named Alice, and I don't really count Lucy. I think she was kind of looking at me and just made a funny face, and I was like, okay, cool. But this Alice girl was just like, she makes these weird faces, and I just catch her like looking at me a lot of the times. So yeah, that was cool. That's great. That happens. Let me see what happens in this. Yeah, Alice was making all these kinds of faces whenever she was looking over at me. I've caught her looking at me a ton of times recently. Yep, for some reason. Okay, what was Oh, okay, I see. Alright, so this happened in like the last 15 minutes of the shift in general. The power went out, right?
Oh, lovely.
It sometimes does that though, it's normal. So like everything is just pitch black. Right? There's no noise. You know, everyone's just like, freaking out. I did a little fucking bat scream. Like I was just,
Should have been like, Sheena, I swear to God, if you try to grab me, if you try me, I'm punching, I'm throwing fists.
Basically, this happens for like 10 seconds. When the lights turn back on, me and Alyssa are just staring at each other from across the floor. Just like looking at each other in each other's eyes like, are you fucking kidding me?
No fucking way.
Like, we just so happen to be like looking at each other's direction.
Oh, what? No fucking way.
Yeah. And then,
Nah, she has night vision. See, she sensed you were there.
I guess I do too, apparently. Like, goddamn. And then, like, it got to 3 p.m. This is like, you're probably gonna call me out on this one.
Okay.
So I left the area, and then I was walking out of the main floor area, and I just see Lydia walking like kind of in front of me, and then like so basically, you got the viewers are like not even gonna understand this at all, but basically it was like this 2-pass meeting. She was like already going up like through the like Bay Area, and then as she was turning left, I just see her like turn around and look at me, and she walked, like she kept walking, and then yeah, it was weird. So basically, like I just see her like look at me, walk off behind like the one of the bays, and then after that it's pretty much like a straight path to like the locker room and the lunchroom. I walked fast, so like I kind of caught up to her semi quickly, but I was trying to also walk slow as well. Yes. And then she did the same. Like there's these two people who was walking. Shut up. There's these two people who was like, it was a tight space, right? and I don't think she ever does this. I think like whenever I walk past her in like the tight Bay Area like stuff, like she didn't like wait on like like in like one of the free space things where like the forklifts go. Like she would just like walk in the tight space with me and like other people, I think. But like for some reason like she just waited for them to like pass by, and I was able to just to like catch up to her, I guess. And then like at this point I was just like, I'm gonna try and walk slow as possible. And goddamn, we got to the cafeteria lunchroom, and she knows I go through that room whenever I leave, but I had to get my stuff first in the locker room, and for some reason she goes in the room, she holds the door open for me, and in the corner of my eye I just see her like looking at me, like looking back like this, just like looking for me to walk in. She's just standing there, she's not even like making the effort to walk, right? My dumbass just looks I side eye her. I say no words. I just kept walking. I just kept walking, and I was like, I'm just gonna hope she didn't see me walk, and that's pretty much what happened. I walked through the cafeteria.
You gotta go up to Lucy and be like, you sure she has a boyfriend? Come on.
Yeah, I was.
Man, my work sucks, dog.
Yeah, very much.
You get all the fucking girls, and I have to work with old women, grandmas, and
yeah,
one girl who like I don't even like. I caught her. So I already told you like the last time we were talking about like work and stuff. Like, you know, I caught her with this other girl, right?
Yeah.
This fucking week, I catch them cuddling.
Huh?
I catch them cuddling in like the middle of the work area.
Two girls.
Yes.
Cuddling?
Yes. But like the behind, like very like intimate cuddling.
Oh.
But like it's like I'm not trying to be like weird or anything, but it's like, why are you doing this in the middle of where we can all see you?
No, I mean I agree. Like
I saw you.
PDA should.
Are y'all like dating, or like I saw you kiss a dude before, but now you're. I'm like, I'm so confused.
The things about factories is that like any
Like,
given
like-
day
like-
they
like-
can be
like-
gay or straight. Like you never know
Yeah.
what sexuality they are gonna be.
Like this is, and then like this week she comes up to me, and she calls my name out. Like I was like, I'm like, oh my god, she actually knows my name. Like what?
Oh my god. Oh, you just come in your pants instantly.
She's like, but she says it in the most like enthusiastic like tone. I'm like, yeah, and then she's like, can you just finish this for me? Like, yeah, sure, whatever. I'm not really like, since I don't know what her romantic interest is currently. I already thought that just her phone wallpaper was just a huge red flag for me. So it's just, I just think she's attractive. That's pretty much it. But
well,
whatever, we can continue now.
Yep. May 26th, yesterday, as of us recording this podcast. This happened in Wave 1. Wave 1 and Wave 3 in this day are the two big days. Basically in the morning I went to fill this timesheet thing so I can get paid and make money. And I'm just having trouble because for some reason when I went to write my name down, the ink was not getting on the paper. So I was just like getting all like frustrated, like not noticeably, but like I just kept looking up like, god damn. And then like at some point when I looked up, I just turned to the right, and I just saw like Lydia looking over at me from like across. And I was like, okay, of course. And then Alice wanted to do the palette, so I was pretty much in view of Lydia like the entire time. That like she was in one like specific area. And of course I just saw her, a couple of times, just like glancing over at me. Whenever I looked over at the time, she was just like looking over at me. And then
Matt's gonna be like, my name is now the Pallets.
working on the pallets.
Guy named Pallet.
So the same supervisor guy, right? That me and him helped Alan out with the quiz. He was giving a tour of these 3 people, and 2 of them were girls, right? And at some point, they walked up to our area, and it just was like looking over, like not looking over at them. I was just looking around, and I just like whenever you see like new people, like that happened with me. Like the people who work there just like look at you like a couple of times when you're in the area, just like, who's this? And I was doing the same thing because like it's just what happens. And then already I just saw like both of them just like looking over at me already, and they continued through the warehouse floor, and then I got to the supervisor desk, and basically what happened was, like, at least half the time I glanced over at the supervisor desk. One of them would just like look at me, just like look in my general direction, or both maybe were just look in my general direction, and that was that. They just stopped existing after that. I don't know where they went after that, but
it's now a love nonagon now. 9-sided shape nonagon.
You looked that up.
Yes. I did because I'm dumb and I don't know what.
But yeah, it was strange. It was strange. Just to like have those like 2 new girls just like looking over in my direction, like, do I know you from anywhere? Like, what do you want? Like, I'm already in the middle of something between like 5 other people at this point. I don't.
One's
this.
A dude.
I don't even want him. I don't want one of the girls. I mean, you guys are alright, so like. But like, I prefer to like know you.
Oh, that's kind of wholesome.
Yeah.
It's kind of wholesome. You're just like all these women and this one dude, but I just want that one.
What?
You said you just wanted one.
No, I said I wanted to know you.
Oh. Yeah. I think that's just the goodness in me, I guess.
Yeah.
These women stare at me, but I just want that one Latina.
Let's see. Alright, wave 3. I had to work at both. Okay, so in my area, it's like, I guess I could name the areas. One of them is called Cutter 1, and the other area is at Cutter 2. I was working at Cutter 2 through this entire day. And basically, the pallet guy who was at pallet 1 just decided, Cutter 1, I mean, decided to like fuck off. He just disappeared for the entire day. So Alice was like, "Hey, you need to go over there and look at the pallet." So basically, for the entire remainder of the day, I had to work at both pallets, which was easy because I just had to walk around like a couple of times. But when I was at Cutter 1, it was still in view of Lydia. And like, I just saw her. Wait, did I might have skipped over this actually. I don't know when this happened, but like, this might have happened Monday actually. I was just like at the usual area, and Lydia was all the way across the room, and she was like, she would lean, actually I don't know what day it was, but she would just like lean on her pallet of boxes, like arms up on it, just like looking in the area, sometimes smiling, like just talking to people, looking in my direction. And I was like, okay. And then Friday she did the same thing, like she was just like leaning on her box, like with her fist on her face, like holding it up like you do in school, you know, just like looking in my direction, like okay, cool. So I just tried to
No
hide.
lip bite. No lip bite.
No lip bite.
Oh, sucks.
Why would you want a lip bite?
For her. A good sign
Just
for
to
you.
look
A
at
good
me.
sign for you.
I guess so. I mean,
Why? What? Why you don't want that? You lose.
Anytime I see a lip bite now, it reminds me of Sheen. I don't.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah, because remember he did that to me.
Oh yeah. Oh, he did. Oh yeah. I'm an idiot and forgot.
Yeah.
All right. Matt's traumatized now by lip biting.
A lip bite now is just a red flag to me. It's a turn off automatically if you do that to me.
It's just like you're married and your wife does it, and you're just like immediately like repulsed and disgusted, and she's like, "What's the problem?" And he's like, "You remind me of some old fat man I knew in my old job."
Even if it's like somehow I end up with like Lydia or Alyssa, and like they just do that at me, it's just like they do that at me. It's just like, honey, why are you doing that? You just reminded me of Sheen. Why would you do that? You know that irks me. So yeah, basically, I was at Cuddle One, right, at the pallet, and then I just see a Sheen like go like, "Hey Matt," and then like he just asked me like, do you want to box with me? And then he just started doing like the stance where like he was in the fight phone, and then I just saw him like pick up like a box and like start to pretend like he was about to throw it at me, and then he felt the need to explain his own joke, like get it because like it's a box, and I asked you if you wanted to box me, and that's a box, and I was like, yep. Yeah, that's funny. I get it. And I did a fake laugh right then and there. I was like, yeah, that's a good one. Good job. Funny. So yeah, basically at the end of the day, a lot of things happened somehow. I start walking, and deja vu, because when I was leaving, what happened was Lydia was just so happened to be in the same place we were at yesterday, right? I don't know. I had my head down the entire time, like when she was passing the corner, so I don't know if she saw me when she's like turning to the left or anything like that. But I made sure that like I walked slow, because like I didn't want her to like think like, oh, I need to leave because like she's leaving. I don't want her to think like it's my error because she was leaving, you know. So I just was like, I don't want to do that, so I just kept walking slow, and that was that. And basically I got my stuff, and then I walk out of the lunchroom. I walk through the break room area, the cafeteria, and then I cut across this floor where like some forklifts go, and then basically on the outer layer of the room there's this guardrail thing, like this yellow protective thing on the outside, and I saw Alyssa walking, and I was like, okay, cool. And then basically I did the thing where I took the shortcut, and then we both like where the path ended, like where there was like where the protection path was, we just both like got there at the same time. So like it was like we both like did this, like we got in the same spot at the same time, and actually we both stopped at the same time, and we both like were like sorry the same nanosecond. And then I just started walking like it's okay, and then I turned around and I was like, you know, you can cut across that area, right? The boss doesn't give a shit when I do it. And she was like, yeah, I know. I kind of just I kind of try not to. And she just laughed. Like I was like, okay, no, yeah. And I just walked off. And then I go outside. Lucy is there with the supervisor, who by the way is the husband.
Yeah.
And then like they see me, I see them, and I'm like I try and I hide behind this car, and they're like, no, we saw you, you fucking idiot. And then I get from behind the car, and then I walk, and then we cross paths, and then Lucy goes out for a fist bump, and then she does that. I'm like, no, I don't want to fist bump you, that's gay. And I walk off. I just walk off, say nothing else, and then I walk past Alice, who's getting in her car. Like, I just hear "Hey you" from her, and then I just look over. She's like, "Have a good weekend." I just go no, and I walk off. And then I get in my parents' car, and then I see Lydia's car passing by. And that's it.
That was a lot to unpack, right?
Yeah.
Okay, comments, you made it this far. Are you on team Matt and Lydia getting together, or team Matt and Alyssa? Let's go.
Yeah.
Can't believe you actually got a conversation.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. It's crazy what happens when you first have a conversation with someone. On Monday, if we cross paths, I'm gonna.
You have to work on Monday, Memorial Day.
Oh no, Tuesday, man.
Yeah.
On Tuesday, if we walk through like the catwalk area, I'm gonna make sure I walk into her, and I'm just gonna be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see you there."
So you got any plans after work? Like,
are you doing something later on?
Yeah.
I'm not usually into blondes, but like, you know.
I'll make an exception.
I'll make an exception this time. Yeah, it's weird though, cause like, it's funny how like, in my mind I was like, a few months ago I couldn't decide between them, and like I don't know.
I would be conflicted too.
Yeah,
I would be too.
And there's other girls as well. Like, what the fuck? Like, if those like those two new girls are like just regulars now, like,
oof,
what's gonna happen with that? I don't even like Alice. She's not my type at all. Even though she's like the one, along with Sheen, who's like probably the most interested in me for real. And then Alan's mother is there.
His mom. Yeah. Me and his mom had a moment.
She like a few weeks ago.
You gotta use that against him now.
There's like
you gotta be like, if he like calls you something now, you just gotta be like, just remember, me and your mom had a moment, man. I could be your stepdad soon, man.
Yeah, it's a different woman. Like, I don't know. She like there was this like week where like I was just like doing pranks on her, on Alan's mother, and
Did she work there too?
Yeah. She was just like, Matt, do you want to fight right now? And then she was like, and I was like, yeah, I'll fuck you up. And then she was like, what? She just came up in my face and was like, do you want me to call you son? And then I was like,
oh, yeah. Yes, yes.
And I shit you not, I after a second I was just like, yeah.
Yes.
And then Friday,
it's like it's the meme where it's like you're, instead of like it's like you're like, your daughter calls me like your like calls me like daddy or something. It's like, yeah, your mother calls me her son now.
Friday I was in the way, like she was trying to grab like a tape gun or whatever, and then like she was like, Matt, move out of the way. Just like that, I think.
Yes, mommy.
Yeah. So yeah, like what's like 10 now? Like
10-sided shape. Cool. I'll Google it.
Can you like exclude? Okay, let's call it octagon.
You need to like no, octagon's 8.
No, but like I don't want Sean and Alice involved.
Sheen,
yeah.
a 10-sided shape is called a decagon.
Yeah,
we're getting into like some Bakugan territory.
Yeah. my dick's gonna be gone in one of them. Right?
Oh.
Right?
Yeah.
Not Sheen.
No.
I bet he wants it to disappear on him though.
Oh.
Yeah. I made my Discord status like 1,000% RIZZ, negative 1,000% awareness, because that's how I feel pretty much.
Yeah, like you have RIZZ, you just don't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That is between Lydia and Alyssa. That is a very tough decision.
Yeah.
That is extreme.
If I had to rank them, if Lydia didn't have allegedly have like a boyfriend or a kid, like
quote, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind the kid, but
well, I'm not ready for. Like, if I were to be like in something with like a girl, I would not be mentally ready for.
Depends how old the kid is.
Yeah.
If it's like a 1-year-old, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
But if we're getting like toddler and above, then yeah, because then there could be some like resentment kind of thing. It's always awkward. What
if like in an alternate universe, I somehow get with Alan's mother, and like I move into their house, and I'm just like, Alan, wash the dishes, do the driveway, do the mow the lawn.
You keep calling him. You keep calling
stepson,
him.
son. Like, later on, son, I'm gonna be fucking your mother tonight. Again.
You all have to like go to work at like the same time. Mother, the father, the son.
By the way, Alan's brother also works there. Yeah. Oh yeah. Let me see. There also used to be another Latina girl who worked there, who like asked for my name, but then stopped working there.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah.
Hate when that happens.
Her name. Oh no, I shouldn't say her real name actually, but it's kind of similar to Lydia's name. So, yeah, that's why I came up with the name Lydia for her, because it sounds like a fucking Spanish ass name, somewhat. I don't know why. There's another. No, there was not another girl.
It's so like weird because it's like, because with me trying to help you with this, it's like you and Lydia constantly stare at each other, but like Alyssa's the only one you've actually had a conversation with thus far.
I've had like 2 small conversations with Lydia.
Oh shit. Okay.
Not much, but the thing is, like, there's just never a good situation for me to have like a conversation with like any of them though, because like I don't work with them.
Mm-hmm.
We work like across the floor from each other, so like it's just like, do I yell out their name like, hey, do you like chicken?
What?
I like chicken. Do you like grilled chicken or
KFC?
white chicken? Like we can go to KFC later. Like I don't mind it. Like I'm always available on the weekends. Like
first date at KFC.
You guys want to fight to the death for me? Like do
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I've seen them like talk to each other as well.
Ooh.
I've seen Alyssa talk to like I think someone who is her mother. I think maybe. I don't know. I am just speechless because, like,
yeah, such conflict.
Yep, definitely.
I would. Just every time you stare at her, you gotta go up to Lucy, just be like, "Are you sure? 100%, boyfriend."
Yeah. Does she have one? Please.
Please, yeah, please.
Like, right? Like, what Gup's doing to me right now is like what they do to me. Like, just staring at me with a blank face. Like, okay. Well, let me do. Let me just pretend like, alright. I'll pretend Gup is like one of them. Oh, they stared away from me. Never mind. I had to wait for him. I had to wait for him to stare at me again. Right now, he's awareness. Right, he's aware of me. You notice how he's that little ear poked up towards me. Oh.
That's exactly what happens too. Matt just crawls on his hands and knees and kisses him on the forehead and walks away.
I become an animal in front of them. Like, hey. Do you want to know what makes this even conflicting?
What?
Dennis.
Who's Dennis?
The forklift guy.
Oh no! Don't tell me he's into one of them.
He is into Alyssa.
Oh fuck. Well, now it's a. It's like now it's a. I don't even know what we're doing.
It's a decathlon -1.
So now we have a new branch now, Dennis. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oof. Do you know Dennis? Like,
yeah, he's one of the
Okay.
closer ones I'm with.
okay. So, do you think if he caught you two talking, you think he'll flip out?
No.
Okay, then what's the problem?
I don't know. The thing though is I kind of like slowly hinted that
Or are you suspicious that she's into him too? Is that what?
I don't know because I've seen them talking like
Okay.
actual full conversations, but like,
Okay.
who knows? I think Alyssa is just like nice to everyone, anyways. You know. And
Green flag.
yeah, I want to know. Some days, you know, it's like conflicting because like I don't even know which team I'm on. Like if like God existed himself,
FGC, you know what to do.
If-
FGC community.
if God himself existed and was like, you know, you're eventually going to get with one of them. I don't know which one it would be.
Ooh.
Cause like, let's just like do like that waiting.
Pros
effect.
and cons.
Not really. You know, like that law thing where like it's just a weight system thing.
Oh, imbalance.
Balance. Yeah. Let's compare the two. So Lydia and Alyssa, I guess, always staring at me sometimes.
Okay.
Sometimes whenever we walk by each other, it's like, is she staring? For Lydia, we've had like 2 small conversations, nothing much. For Alyssa, we've actually had a conversation. So, who knows? Yeah.
Okay. It's so weird. I just feel like there's more tension with you and Lydia.
Yeah.
There's definitely more tension though.
But like,
It's so complicated.
it is, because I also see like, I know I don't talk about Alyssa that much either, but like she just almost looks at me as much as like Lydia does too. Like when she's in vision range of me, you know. So shit. I don't know.
I mean, very, 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 very.
It's very conflicting. Very. Very conflicting. Yeah. Very.
Yep.
Gup, what are you doing? This is what I wish one of them would do to me. Lick my hands. Gup, what are you doing? Silly boy. Very conflicting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very.
Alright, Gup. Hey, how's it going? Alright, Gup. This right foot is Alyssa. This left foot is Lydia. Sniff one of them. Down. Oh. He's scoping out the choices. Oh. No, come back here.
No, you have to make this decision.
You have to make your decision, Gup. Oh.
That doesn't look right.
Okay, so he's fucking my right foot. So that means I don't want to say this joke. It's a real person. That means in the future, when a Garrett loves an Alyssa very much,
Oh man, now you're like on the date, and then she's like, "So how did you decide to pick me?" So I had my rabbit sniff my feet.
Fuck it.
Yeah. Up my foot.
Oh, can I meet him? No, he's dead. Yeah, that happened 10 years ago.
It's been 10 years.
Yeah. This is history today.
History has been written. Matt has made his decision now, chosen by Gup, by trying to fuck his foot.
Yep.
That he shall try to pursue Alyssa.
Yep. You know the funny thing is, I meant to call my right foot Lydia, but my speech impediment fucked it up. So it very easily could have been Lydia, and now I'm even more confused.
Gup.
Gup.
Do it again.
Come on.
Best 2 out of 3. Best 2 out of 3.